Keto comes from the word ketosis. In ketosis, the body burns fat, and fat cells convert into small, organic chemical compounds called ketones, which the body uses as an energy source. The other fuel source is glucose, but ketones are a much better fuel source than glucose. The majority of the population runs on glucose as a fuel source. If someone wants to lose fat, then fat loss is almost impossible without ketosis and ketones. It is a relatively cleaner fuel source with multiple benefits, including improved brain function, reduced inflammation, and increased energy levels, as energy metabolism remains stable due to balanced blood sugar levels. In a keto diet, fat is burned for fuel instead of glucose. A healthy keto diet means following a diet that provides the body with all essential nutrients while also promoting fat loss. The key is to consume food that contains all the necessary nutrients the body requires. Intermittent fasting is not a specific diet plan like keto. Rather, it is a pattern of eating and not eating. During a particular period of the day, you eat, and for the remaining time, you consume nothing. Permissible liquids are allowed during fasting. The previous video covered how to do intermittent fasting. You may eat twice or thrice a day, but snacking is not allowed. Eating small amounts of food between meals is not permitted. Only proper meals should be consumed. Reducing meal frequency helps control insulin spikes. Every time food enters the body, insulin levels rise, and high insulin levels prevent fat loss. The body cannot enter ketosis, and ketones are not produced because food is regularly consumed, leading to continuous glucose production. Intermittent fasting helps lower excess insulin levels, but the goal is not to bring insulin to zero, only to reduce insulin spikes. Most people have high insulin levels, but since insulin tests are not commonly done, only blood sugar levels are checked, and insulin-related issues are often overlooked. Here, the focus is on lowering insulin levels. Reducing the number of meals and decreasing the frequency of eating is called intermittent fasting. You can start by eating twice a day, then reduce it to one meal a day if possible. The main point is to eat less frequently. Initially, calorie intake should not be a major concern because, naturally, less food is consumed in this process. The body should still receive all essential nutrients. The advantage of intermittent fasting is that the body adapts to the available nutrients and starts conserving them. This process takes about 2 to 3 weeks, but you will feel the benefits. Eventually, the body learns to function efficiently with fewer nutrients. One concern in fasting is how to prevent muscle loss. The goal in weight loss is to lose fat, not muscle. The good thing about intermittent fasting is that it increases growth hormone levels, which helps preserve muscle mass. Growth hormone supports muscle growth, and combining intermittent fasting with resistance or weight training enhances its effectiveness. During intermittent fasting, the body starts conserving protein, which helps maintain muscle mass and prevents muscle loss. In a healthy keto diet, 2 key factors help keep insulin levels low. The first is reducing carbohydrate intake by avoiding refined carbs, added sugars, pasta, pizza, fried items, and flour-based foods. Carbohydrates can be consumed from fruits, preferably low glycemic index fruits. However, fruit juices should be avoided as they lack fiber and have a high net carbohydrate content due to concentrated sugar. Whole fruits contain fiber, which lowers the net carbohydrate content and prevents insulin spikes. The second important factor is eating less frequently. This reduces food absorption and meal frequency, pushing the body into fat-burning mode. New cells are formed that use fat as fuel instead of sugar. Previously, excessive carbohydrate intake led to increased insulin, which converted excess glucose into fat. If the body has too much fat, it is not necessarily due to overeating, but rather due to excessive carbohydrate consumption, which disrupts metabolism. Poor metabolism makes fat loss difficult. Signs of high insulin levels include abdominal fat accumulation, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, fatigue, especially after meals, and sluggishness. On a ketogenic diet, fatigue and drowsiness after meals improve significantly. Cognitive functions such as thinking, understanding, and decision-making also improve. Other symptoms of high insulin levels include lack of focus, poor memory, mood swings, irritability, occasional depression, and short temper, often due to high blood sugar levels. High blood pressure and constant hunger or cravings are also common signs. Some people feel their stomach isn't full without eating bread or rice. This is why intermittent fasting is highly beneficial in the long term. It has a high success rate because it eliminates constant hunger and cravings, making it easier to follow. Many standard keto diet plans suggest consuming 70% fat, 20% protein, and 5 to 10% carbohydrates, which can be complicated as it requires measuring food in grams and counting calories. A simplified version of the keto diet is to structure your plate as follows. Half of the plate should be filled with salad, 1/4 with protein, and the remaining quarter with fats. You may also add a few fruits to the salad. I will see you in the next video. Take care and goodbye.